Heidi, it's wonderful to see you. It's not that long ago since we actually saw one another in person. And one of my personal highlights will indeed be performing the Mahler, the Gustav Mahler, the Second Symphony, and with you as one of our soloists, the soprano soloist. I will never forget when you were with us performing the Fourth Symphony. Tell me a little bit about your experience with the Mahler, with the Second Symphony, and
Okay, so this will be my first time ever singing
oh my goodness.
Yes, so I'm extremely happy to have the chance to finally perform this symphony, the second. Fourth, I've done a number of times and in various places. And it was interesting because after the news of our postponement of Der Zwerg, yeah, of course I was feeling down about this, and I decided, what do I want to listen to? Mahler's Second Symphony. And just, I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This, I mean, you've performed it many times, and how the chorus and soprano voice come out of nothing, and then the soprano voice soars out of that. It's, I don't know. I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about it, and yeah, I can't wait.
Well, we're obviously all thrilled to welcome you back. Is there a different set of disciplines for you as a singing in concert when, of course, you are used to having like a moat, an orchestra pit in front of you?
Yes, absolutely.
And you're up on stage, and sometimes you're singing at great distances from the actual music. And then there is, of course, the whole timing issue of being with the music. Do you just come with a very different approach, or how is that?
I think the beauty and the gift of getting to do orchestral works is feeling really a part of it with the players. And this isn't, there is, as you said, this moat, and depending how low the pit is for various pieces, depending how many players, and once in a while, I love when I am further downstage in an opera and I can actually look down and see everyone and feel and look at people's reactions in the pit and watch them as they are doing what they do so incredibly well. And to have that chance in Mahler 4, and then the fact that that was the first time ever when we did this together that I was not at the front. Mm-hmm. And that added a whole nother layer of feeling like this is all of us really together, not here's the soloist. Yes, of course, being next to you is wonderful, but to actually have lived and had that experience living amongst all of these incredible players was one of, I've said this to you before, it was one of the most incredible experiences as a musician I've ever been able to have.
How important do you think it is for opera singers to sing symphonically or orchestrally? That is to say, to sing in a different repertoire. I mean, I know the question I'm often posed is my approach to symphonic repertoire, or is my approach as the conductor of a symphony orchestra any different to conducting opera? And I know my response is always the same. There is absolutely no difference. I mean, there's a physical difference. You just have the orchestra on stage as opposed to in the pit and singers and choruses. The original question was, how important do you think it is? And in which case, why?
I think when we take out the element of being a different character, costumes, wig, makeup, and then we get down to the text. And I think to have that opportunity where you sort of strip everything away and you're not acting and moving with your body, but you have to use the music and the text to tell a story or to convey something. And there's a much more, I hope it's okay to describe it this way, but a much more naked feeling about this. But then it has to be such a connection to the music, to the text, and there's nothing else that one can hide behind, if that makes sense. For me, I feel a different vulnerability. If I think about the text, for instance, with Mahler 4, this isn't about becoming a different character, becoming a different person. And it's honoring what the words are, what the music is. And yeah, I think there's a different vulnerability, and you cannot hide behind anything.
I think that makes perfect sense. And I know in conversations with some singers, how nervous some singers are to be, to pick up on your word, so to speak, naked. It's just you. It's the most important part of you, which of course is your gorgeous voice. But all of a sudden, all of those things are taken from you, and what is left is what is ultimately at the core. And I think that's, I think you bring up a very, very good point. I think it's important that opera singers do get a chance to sing symphonically and just sort of take all the other trappings away, and it's the genuine you. And talking about the genuine you, I know for a fact how much all the musicians fell in love with you when you were with us with the Mahler 4, and I'm sure you must have sensed their support. But you have I keep coming back to this word radiant.
Thank you.
To experience the radiance of Violetta, or I should say the vocal fireworks of that, and at the same time you really, you don't play it, you are this vulnerable person. And I think it's that vulnerability that you just go straight to the heart of both our musicians and our audience. Heidi, we're thrilled to be welcoming you back to the Grand Teton Music Festival in 2022.
I cannot wait. I am so thrilled to be coming back. I would come and do anything. I'll paint your walls.
You do know that this is going out on the internet, so I can come back to this interview and say, well, you said you would paint the walls.
Absolutely. I have much training from my university days, but no, in all seriousness, it has been the 2 summers. Let's see, what was that? 2019 and 2021 were just 2 of the most beautiful, special, fulfilling experiences for me as a musician, as a singer. And it is incredible, the energy. I have never worked somewhere before where I have absolutely the sense that everyone is over the moon to be there and to be making music together. And that isn't to say that there aren't these special moments and experiences at other places, but just this across the board, everyone is in this together and wants to just do something really incredible, moving, special together. It's like nowhere else.
I've had this sudden idea. Instead of painting the walls, why don't you come out and spend 8 weeks with us at the Grand Teton Music Festival, and every night you come out in front of the audience and you say just what you've said. Bless you, Heidi. We're so thrilled to have you back, and I can't wait. I can't wait because we don't want to wish our lives away, but we can't wait to welcome you back. And meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and until we make music together again.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Heidi.
Yeah, thank you.